a small town in America, tucked away in an old warehouse, a vintage gem lay dormant under a thick blanket of dust. I had discovered a classic 1980s Volvo through a local ad online and decided to take a chance with just a few $1,000s in my pocket. The photos showed a car that had been forgotten, left to slumber in solitude. Despite the years of neglect, the car's potential shone through the grime. Upon my first visit, I was struck by the sight of the Volvo, its once vibrant paint now dulled by layers of dust that seemed to narrate the passage of time. It was clear from the start that the car had been cherished once, likely by an owner who had adored it enough to keep it sheltered from the elements, albeit tucked away and unused. Inside the warehouse, the car's interior was a time capsule of sorts. It was cluttered with old maps, cassette tapes, and various bits and pieces that seemed to have been hastily left behind. The seats bore the marks of age but promised comfort to anyone willing to restore them. The dashboard, covered in dust, housed gauges and dials that awaited revival. I decided to buy the Volvo and embarked on a restoration journey. The first step was a thorough cleaning. Armed with high-pressure hoses and a variety of cleaning agents, we attacked the decades of dirt. The initial wash revealed a body in surprisingly good condition. The car's lines and curves were as striking as ever, and the structural integrity of the frame was intact. Next, we focused on the mechanics. The tires, flat and life-worn, were the first to be replaced. Opening the hood was like stepping back in time. The engine, a straight 4, was intact but needed significant work. The spark plugs, never replaced and caked in grime, were swapped out for new ones to ensure the engine would fire smoothly. The doors, stubborn in their refusal to open, posed a challenge. It took a combination of lubrication and gentle persuasion to free them without causing damage. Once inside, the real work began. The interior was meticulously cleaned, with each component restored or replaced to bring back the car's original charm. As the restoration progressed, every repaired part and polished surface brought the Volvo closer to its former glory. The engine, once silent for years, roared to life with a satisfying purr after several attempts. Adjustments to the carburetor and ignition timing were made to perfect the engine's performance. Externally, the car received a fresh coat of paint. Choosing a color that matched its original hue was crucial. It had to reflect both the car's heritage and its resurgence. The new paint was complemented by period-appropriate hubcaps, which replaced the unattractive ones it wore when found. Finally, the day came to take the Volvo out for its first drive since its revival. The engine responded eagerly as I turned the key, and the car moved smoothly as if grateful to be back on the road. Driving through the town, the Volvo turned heads, its engine's steady hum a testament to the careful restoration that had breathed new life into an old soul. This Volvo wasn't just a car, it was a story on wheels, a story of nostalgia, revival, and the joy of bringing a piece of automotive history back to life. Each ride now felt like a tribute to its era, a moving celebration of resilience and timeless design. In the heart of the Midwest, tucked away in an old barn, a classic 1980s Volvo has been discovered under a thick layer of dust, untouched for decades. The car, a relic from a bygone era, is about to undergo a transformation, back to its former glory, led by a local mechanic, John, who specializes in restoring vintage automobiles. John starts by inspecting the car's 2.3-liter, naturally aspirated gasoline engine, which hasn't run in years. He notes that the old dirt and grime accumulated in the engine bay need a thorough cleaning to prevent any further damage. Before attempting to start the engine, John replaces the old spark plugs, which show signs of corrosion and wear after possibly 20,000 to 30,000 miles of use. As he delves deeper, John points out the buildup of dirt and rust in the combustion chamber, which could potentially seize the spark plugs if not addressed. He opts for a traditional approach, lubricating the internal components with oil to ensure they are well protected against further corrosion before attempting to start the engine. John then checks the oil, which, although passable, is far from ideal. He decides to replace it to guarantee better engine performance upon startup. After securing the battery, which shows some life, he faces the challenge of the severe rust that has formed on the battery terminals and other engine components. John meticulously cleans and sands down the rusted areas before applying a rust inhibitor and reattaching the terminals securely. With a mix of anticipation and expertise, John prepares to test the engine. He ensures all electrical connections are secure, knowing that old vehicles like this are prone to electrical issues due to oxidized wires and loose connections. His experience tells him that these small electrical faults can be tricky to diagnose and fix, often requiring patience and precision. After some initial hiccups and adjustments to the carburetor and ignition, the engine finally starts, its roar breaking the long silence of inactivity. The moment is triumphant, the engine's steady hum a testament to John's meticulous preparation. However, the Volvo is not ready to hit the road just yet. The fuel system needs cleaning, and John methodically flushes the fuel lines, replaces old fuel filters, and ensures the fuel pump is operating correctly. He also replaces the antifreeze and any other fluids that have Once the mechanical and interior restorations are complete, John takes the Volvo for a test drive. The engine performs well, and the car handles as smoothly as one could expect from a vehicle of its age. Despite the initial layer of dust that had concealed its charm, the Volvo now shines, its engine purring contentedly. John's work breathes new life into the old Volvo, proving once again that with enough care and expertise, even the most forgotten vehicles can be brought back to life. His satisfaction is palpable as he watches the car drive off, ready for more years on the road, a moving testament to automotive history and restoration craftsmanship. In the heart of a small town in rural America, a vintage car enthusiast named Mike has unearthed a treasure that has been sleeping for decades in an old warehouse. It's a 240JL, a classic car from the 1980s, coated in a thick layer of dust and grime that even a high-pressure water hose struggles to remove. All right, folks, Mike addresses his audience, a group of classic car aficionados who share his passion, gathered around as he begins the restoration. This dust is more than just dirt, it's practically a part of the car now. But with some elbow grease, we'll get her shining again. True to his word, Mike sets about meticulously cleaning the car. The dust has settled into every crevice and has almost become one with the paint, necessitating a thorough and careful washing process. This isn't just about making it look good, he explains. It's about preserving the integrity of the engine and all the moving parts that have suffered under this blanket of dirt. After several hours of painstaking effort, the original paintwork begins to re-emerge, its shine testament to the car's enduring quality. "Look at that shine," Mike exclaims, proud of the transformation. "She's looking as good as new, almost like she's ready to star in an 80s movie. As the camera pans around the now gleaming car, Mike discusses his plans for a video series that will document the restoration of not only this Volvo, but also a 1990s Chevrolet and an old Mercedes truck that are part of his growing collection. Each of these cars has a story, and I'm here to bring that story back to life, he says with a smile. Mike also introduces a new challenge he's facing, a shortage of skilled mechanics to help with the restorations. We're looking for people who aren't just good with cars, but who love and appreciate these old beauties as much as I do, he says, inviting viewers who are interested to apply. We're based in Hebei, a small place with big dreams, and we've got a lot of work to do. The video concludes with a call to action for anyone passionate about classic cars and restoration to join his team. Together, we'll increase our video output this year, sharing more of these amazing transformations with all of you. Let's make our garage a happy place filled with great cars and even greater stories. If you love old cars and have what it takes, come and join us. Let's drive into the past together and bring it back to life. Mike's enthusiasm is infectious, and his commitment to restoring these forgotten vehicles promises many exciting projects ahead, not just for him and his team, but for everyone who tunes in to watch their progress.